Do you spend years telling voters Brussels is a corrupt gravy train? Then quietly line up for your EU MEP pension of around 73 grand a year the moment you qualify.
Tick!
Farage openly confirmed he'll take his EU pension, insisting it's not hypocrisy and that his family mustn't suffer by him turning it down.
Tick!
Decades on the gravy train you claim to hate. Do you rail against EU bureaucracy while happily drawing an MEP salary and expenses for nearly 20 years inside that very parliament?
Tick!
Even fellow MEPs called his EU salary the biggest waste of money in the union, which is quite something in a place that literally subsidises wine lakes.
Tick!
Coots private banking, the literal banker's establishment. Are you such a man of the people that your bank is Coots, the private bank of the royals and the very rich, owned by NatWest?
Tick!
His account was only booted after Coots judged the relationship significantly loss-making and reputationally risky, not because he was some plucky persecuted outsider.
Tick! Weaponizing Coots to pose as a martyr.
Do you turn a routine you don't meet our wealth risk criteria closure into a weeks-long national melodrama about being cancelled for your beliefs, then quietly settle with the bank later?
Tick!
An independent review found the closure was lawful and mainly commercial, but points out NatWest screwed up the comms, which he then milked into a Coach War career boost.
Tick!
Guy Verhofstadt's viral.
You'll keep your pension dressing down.
Has a former Belgian PM and senior EU figure go viral, explaining to your face that you lied to the UK public and will still cling to your EU pension like a barnacle to a hull?
Tick!
The clip still does the rounds because Verhofstadt summarizes Farage's whole shtick in one go. Manipulate others, cashing yourself, walk away with the guaranteed payout.
Tick!
Comfortable with luxury EU pension schemes? Do you thunder on about wasteful EU elites while Eurosceptic ex-MEPs like you benefit from luxury top-up? EU pension funds that over 300 million euro black hole taxpayers may have to cover?
Tick!
Critics inside the parliament explicitly called out the hypocrisy of Eurosceptic MEPs signing up to these schemes while denouncing the very system funding them.
Tick!
Embedded fixture, not insurgent outsider. Do you brand yourself the insurgent anti-elite while serving as an MEP, party leader and then TV host, bouncing comfortably between parliament, media green rooms and corporate speaking circuits?
Tick!
His "you're not laughing now" post-Brexit speech came from the Brussels chamber. He claimed to despise, delivered as a long-standing insider of that institution.
Tick!
Media platform as establishment amplifier. Do you rage against mainstream media while using it endlessly as your launch pad from the BBC's Andrew Marr sofa, defending your EU pension to high-profile broadcaster gigs?
Tick!
Farage's "I'll keep the pension" defense was made on a flagship BBC politics show, which obligingly gave him the oxygen to rewrite hypocrisy as victimhood.
Tick!
Private bank wealth thresholds, not Weatherspoon's loyalty card. Does your bank kick you because you no longer hit its 7-figure criteria, rather than because you're queuing at the food bank?
Tick!
Couts documents describe him as a politically exposed person whose relationship had been below commercial criteria for some time, which is posh speak for not rich enough for this lounge anymore, mate.
Tick!
Settling quietly once the headlines are banked. Do you spend months on air portraying your bank dispute as historic persecution, then accept a private settlement and apology while leaving your followers with the myth of the persecuted rebel?
Tick!
NatWest and Farage issued a joint statement in 2025 saying they had resolved and settled their dispute, and the bank apologized, which is establishment code for everyone lawyering up and shaking hands.
Tick!